A passionate demonologist met a competent medium. They got married and devoted their life to help victims of irrational phenomena, or should I say paranormal. They worked on more than 4,000 cases and inspired the most famous horror movies producers. Here's the story of Edward and Lorraine Warren. We believe that ghosts draw electromagnetic energy from the plant life, trees, and bushes, and that this energy is one of the reasons they often project a brilliant light. Indoors, ghosts draw on human sources for their energy and their glow. The most famous paranormal investigator in history, Edward Warren Miney, is credited with making this statement. He was born in 1926 in Bridgeport, Connecticut, and believes he grew up in a possessed house, witnessing several paranormal phenomena when he was no older than 5 years old. A secret he shared with his beloved Lorraine. On her side, she was a psychic medium, and she sort of experienced the same difficulties as him in her childhood. She used to see things that others could not, such as auras, and feel things happening before they did. They married in 1945, and after Ed enrolled an art course that he quitted 2 years later, he and Lorraine started visiting houses reported to be haunted and painting them. While they were offering the owners the paintings, they often got the opportunity to investigate in the alleged haunted house, and this was the beginning of their long journey in the supernatural world. The point of view of different religions and beliefs on the subject of the supernatural, as well as Lorraine's innate psychic abilities, were considered a big treasure helping with the investigations. However, before agreeing to handle a case, the Warrens endeavored to rule out all physical answers, putting an end to the thousands of critics who labeled them charlatans or gold diggers at the height of their fame. They didn't just accept anyone's word for it when they said they were seeing ghosts. With the help of police, nurses, scientists, and even students, Ed would go to the scene and exhaust all logical interpretations before pushing further with the file. His father was a very Cartesian man and instilled in him from a young age the belief that everything that occurs must have an explanation. Plus, the couple never charged for any of their services. They were merely seeking reimbursement for their travel and lodging expenditures as they moved around a lot. Among their famous investigations, the well-known case of a haunted doll named Annabelle. A British student named Donna received a doll as a gift from her mom, but little did she know it was the beginning of a nightmare that will last for a while. As the days passed by, she and her chambermate started noticing odd things from the doll. They would find it in different rooms than the one they usually leave it in, and sometimes they'd even see blood stains upon the doll's clothes. It took them some time to comprehend the situation. When they finally did, they appealed to the Warrens. The couple visited the house and explained to them that the spirit invading the house is a demon and the doll is the main cause of this possession. With the help of a priest, they fortunately solved the problem by multiple exorcism sessions. The young girls decided that they no longer wanted the doll in the house. To get rid of it, Donna asked Edward and Lorraine to keep it, and they did so. At their departure, they put the doll in the back seat of the car, and here starts the second chapter. The demon invading our evil toy was obviously stronger than the exorcism the father has made. On their way back home, Edward lost control of the car several times. As soon as they rounded a bend, the brakes locked up. Hopefully they made it home after Lorraine sprayed the doll with holy water. As they arrived home, they locked it up in a box and placed it in their famous occult museum, between a vampire's coffin, a maleficent drumming monkey, and tons of other mystic items. Although all of their labor was performed for free, the Warrens have been able to benefit from cases like this by publicizing their work and inspiring brilliant horror movies producers. They'd also attract paranormal enthusiasts to their museum with their collection of cursed items. These multiple sources of income allowed them to build a net worth of a couple $1 million, and found the famous NESPR, the New England Society for Psychic Research, that you can actually join if you want to become an investigator in the field. On November 13, 1974, a guy named Ronald DeFeo shot and killed 6 members of his family at a large Dutch colonial house located in a suburb in Amityville on the south coast of Long Island. At first, he claimed that he had found their bodies, however the following day, he repented of his actions and acknowledged that he was responsible for the death of his entire family. Reason? He was advised to do so by voices in his head. As a result, he was sentenced to 25 years to life in prison, and the house of the DeFeo family was sold to George and Kathy Lifts. As soon as they moved into their new house with their 3 young children, unexplained phenomena started happening, such as door slams and objects moving around on their own. Ed and Lorraine investigated. They concluded that the crime was personification of evil, and the guy Ronald was possessed by some sort of demon. But if so, why did he hide evidence? In addition, William Weber, Defoe's lawyer, claimed that the Lutz made up this story for financial gain, and it should be emphasized that no subsequent family to the original one, and one family that still resides there now, has ever asserted to have had paranormal experiences there. The Warrens were here accused of having set up this story with the Lutz, and they lost some of their credibility